Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Safrilla Dita Amelia. Here I will explain about positive and negative impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, the performance of listed sectoral index on the December 2019 to December 2020. The rapid spread at the COVID-19 outbreak in Indonesia has caused great concern and panic among the public, government, and the business world, as well as for the Indonesian economy. The community and the government are taking preventive measures by implementing PSBB in various regions of Indonesia, which causes the wheels of the economy to slow down. At first, COVID-19 pandemic did not affect the stock market, but with more confirmed victims, the stock market reacted negatively. This also caused prices in the stock market to decline, especially after WHO declared that COVID-19 was a pandemic and caused negative abnormal returns. Concerns to do COVID-19 also hit global financial market, causing financial market to experience high uncertainty, which also had an impact on financial market in Indonesia. Capital market. The definition of the capital market, according to the Capital Market Law, number 8, is an activity related to public offering and securities trading, public companies related to securities issues, as well as institution and profession that related effect. The definition of the capital market, according to Cipto Darmaji and Hendy M. Fahrudin, is a market for various long-term financial instruments that can be traded, either in the form of debt, equity derivative instrument, or the instrument. The capital market is means of funding for companies and other institutions, and a means in investing activities. Indonesia Stock Exchange. Stock exchange is a party that organizes and provides a system and or means to bring together securities, buying and selling offers of other parties with the aim of trading securities between them. The capital market in Indonesia has excited since the Dutch colonial era long before Indonesia's independence, namely in Batavia. At the time, the capital market was established by the Dutch as Indies government for the benefit of the colonial government or the VOC. On August, the stock exchange, which was named the Jakarta Stock Exchange, was inaugurated by President Suharto. JSE is run under BAPEM, or Capital Market Executing Agency. The reactivation of the capital market also began with the go public of PT Semen Cibinong as the first issues. Composite Stock Price Index. The basis of calculating the JSE is the total market value of the total listed shares. Total market value is the total multiplication of each listed share with the price on the index on that day. Index calculation represents the movement of stock prices in the market or exchange that occurs through the auction trading system. The base value will be adjusted quickly if there is a change in the issuer capital or there are other factors that are not related to the share price. Adjustment will be made if there are additional new issue, right issue, partial company listing, warrants and convertible bonds share. The base value is not even of a stock split, stock divided or bonus share. The base value is not adjusted because the market value is not affected. The share price used in calculating the JSE is the share price in the regular market, which is based on the price based on the auction system. The calculation of the JSE is carried out every day after the closing of the trade. There are several kinds stock index, namely JSE or Joint Stock Price Index, Sectoral Index, and Individual Index, where each index has a different meaning and use and benefits. Basically, the stock price index has three main benefits, namely as a marker of the direction of market movement, measuring profit level, and as a benchmark for portfolio performance. The performance of the price portfolio of a stock can determine the index of the stock as a whole. However, the stock price index is more influenced by stocks that have large capitalization and are liquid. So, the index calculation is not determined by the number of transactions, but is influenced by the stock price. The composite stock price index includes all stock in the calculation process, while the other index includes some stock with predetermined criteria. Sectoral stock price index. Sectoral index, which is a stock price index that uses all listed companies in each sector. Various types of industry companies are grouped into 10 sectors. The determination of industrial classification by the Indonesian Stock Exchange is based on JSICA, namely the Jakarta Stock Exchange Industrial Classification, which has been determined by the Indonesian Stock Exchange. The sectors are divided into three parts, namely the first main sector consisting of the agricultural sector and the mining sector. The second part, the manufacturing sector, consists of the basic and chemical industrial sector, the various industrial sector, and the consumer goods and industrial sector. The third part is the property sector, real estate, and building construction, the infrastructure sector, utilities and transportation, the financial sectors, and the trade, service, investment sector. The COVID-19 pandemic in Wuhan, China, it has had an impact on the decline in stock price index in the world, including Indonesia. For the period of December 30, 2019 to March 2, 2020, although the COVID-19 pandemic has not yet entered Indonesia, it has had an impact on the decline in the index of the IDX, mostly occurring in the agri sector, customer sector index, and manufacturing sector index, while the last order was the lowest decline in the trade sector index and the property sector index. Many efforts have been made by both the government and the capital market authority, namely OJK, to dampen and slow down the rate of decline in the stock index on the IDX. There are three OJK policies in maintaining capital market stability in response to the impact of COVID-19. The three focuses are: 1. Relaxation for industry players, 2. Controlling volatility, volatility and maintaining the stability of the capital market and financial system. 3. Ease of licensing and submission of document and reporting. 1. Relaxation for industry players. A. Relaxation in holding the GMS of a public company through the use of information technology or a proxy. B. Relaxation of the reporting obligation of issues public companies as well as the timing of the GMS. C. Relaxation of adjustment to the composition of the RD portfolio, the fulfillment period of managed funds, and the dissolution of RD that have enough less than the provisions, including relaxation of down ranges of corporate abuse rating in RD investment portfolio. 2. Control of volatility and maintain the stability of the capital market and the financial system. A. Share buyback without going through the GMS by the issuer. B. Change of automatic rejection limit and trading on the stock exchange. C. Shortening of trading congestion on the EDX and alternative trading providers, the time of receiving securities transaction report, as well as adjusting the settlement time. 3. Easy licensing a submission of document and reporting. A. Easy of reporting representative institution and investment management product through the area ojk.go.id and sprint ojk.go.id page. B. Easy of issuer and other parties in submitting report and letter to OJK through SPIDX. Conclusion. This study aims to determine the positive and negative impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on the performance of the sectoral index listed on the EDX, movement of sectoral index in Indonesia Stock Exchange, influenced by internal and external conditions. Internally, the COVID-19 pandemic condition and social distancing policies or WFA and PSBB in the country affected the dynamics of the capital market, are indicated by the movement of the GCI on the EDX. Internally, the COVID pandemic in China has also affected the dynamics of the capital market in Indonesia due to the negative response from investors, which result in the release of their share, fearing that there would be a lot of decline. Evidently, the index fell very deeply. This COVID-19 also has a positive and negative impact the development of the sectoral index on the Indonesia Stock Exchange. The negative impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on sectoral index on the EDX since December 30, 2019, the beginning of the pandemic outbreak in Wuhan, and before the outbreak entered Indonesia, stock price and the GSE have decreased, causing all sector index to fall by hundreds of points and dozens percent. The large decline occurred in the agri-sector index, while the large decline was in the third sector. The positive impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on the sectoral index on the EDX for the period 27 March 2020 to 30 December 2020, namely the reversal of the upward direction of the stock sectoral index. So much explanation from me, hopefully useful. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.